And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Leopard! Leopard!
Check. 3 down. Kill.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
3 down.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Pep taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Gone! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hands up. Lock in, lock in.
On second down, Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just... looked problematic, hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Caught left side, Hopkins. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Watch 30.
A give. This is Cook. And an alley to run. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Eddie Goldman coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Gun! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They pitch it out to Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the... First down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Double tight! Hey, we got 4 now.
First carry for DaeDaySki's. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the ground, Geis. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll start things on first with Troy Cohen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
Right,
this is 3rd and 9.
56. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
They'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Red.
Hands up. Sit up. 180. Lock in. Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hands up. Sit up. 180.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Let's get it.
Hands up. Sit up. 180.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. This will be caught at about the 6. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Sit up. 180.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Hard.
Watch 10. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
There you go. We go. You see it?
Yeah. We don't want none.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Lock in. Hard.
They get it to him running left. Now the ball comes loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian Kirk with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is down to 2. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
There you go. We got. You see it? You see it? Red, up.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Reds up. Hey, 18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go.
Tight end's right.
Up. 180.
Now Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come on, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Trubisky will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shot. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 61 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A toss to Cook. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run it again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Leopard!
He'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Linval Joseph able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll drop to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, gotta go.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Set up! 180! There you go, we go. You see it?
Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3!
What do you had?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback. To this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's go.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Red, up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Hey, you're on the island over there. You're on the island. Sit up. 180. Watch 10. Watch 10. Come on. Watch 10. Watch 10. Right here. Right here.
After the interception, here's Trubisky, eluding the press. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
18.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. Hopkins, this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now it's Patterson. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hurry, hurry.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Red, up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. Tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Set.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Back to throw here. Left side caught by Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Watch the
Detroit!
On the ground, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Single. Hey, watch number 33.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Leopard!
3 down.
Leopard!
They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run for it with Cook. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trubisky now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Sit up. 180.
Let's go, baby.
Red, sit up. Hey, 18. What are you
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Minnesota, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire
You